My family, the Daily Fail, is openly begging border agents to refuse Prince Harry re-entry into the US, into America, into California, where Harry lives with his wife and kids, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet Diana. Daily Fail is trying to give ideas to border agents on how they can refuse Prince Harry re-entry into the United States. My family, as the day goes by, as each and every single day passes, we are seeing how delusional, my family, the UK media truly is. To think they can succeed in this evil plot to keep Harry from his wife and kids, his actual family. Listen, my family, I get that it was embarrassing when Harry left. I get it. My family, every day ever since Harry left, UK media have been whining and moaning, complaining about Harry leaving. At the same time, abusing Harry's dearly beloved wife, the mother of his kids, Meghan. My family, thinking that somehow if they abuse Meghan, they can force her to leave Harry and that Harry will run back to the UK. Because in their minds, my family, they believe if Harry and Meghan separate, Harry will have nowhere to go other than go back to the UK. My family. And right now, just next week, Prince Harry is going to the UK to testify in open court against Mirror Group newspapers. My family. In a case about alleged phone hacking and serious unlawful gathering of information that already MGN has admitted that Harry deserves some form of compensation already in the case. And my family, as you all know, Piers Morgan was the editor of the Mirror at the time when unlawful gathering of information took place. And right now, he is clearly very scared of what's going to happen next week. And my family, from what you can see about UK media, all of them protect each other. And they're trying to protect Piers Morgan and those at MGN. My family. Because all of them are afraid of what Harry will say. Because if even one falls, even one journalist ends up in prison from MGN because of, let's say, Harry's witness testimony, I'm seriously hoping it's Piers Morgan who ends up in jail. My family, all of them, they know fully well they also could be next. And that's why they keep attacking Harry and Meghan, keep trying to keep Harry from his wife and kids, to be able to have Harry in a place whereby he is isolated, away from the love and support of his wife and kids, so that they can be able to target him, harass him, abuse him, in the hopes of breaking Prince Harry. And right now, we are seeing Daily Mail at the forefront, even begging border agents to refuse Prince Harry re-entry into the US. My family. And my family, they will not succeed, my family. They will not succeed. Now, about what I'm talking about, my family. Kaiser has some opinions that I would like to share with all of you. Now, Kaiser says, and I quote, "It is really crazy to watch as multiple British tabloids work in concert together with an American right-wing think tank to pull off some kind of operation to get Harry deported from America. My family, by force. Someone they call irrelevant. Someone, even one carnival of so-called experts said, we don't want Harry back. Clearly, it's all lies because it is the UK media who is behind this court case, that is backing and paying this right-wing foundation Heritage to try and get Harry deported, to get Harry away from his wife and kids. That's what they want. My family, they won't succeed. Now, Kaiser says, while a big chunk of the Heritage Foundation's Freedom of Information Act request and lawsuit is about generating content and headlines in niche British tabloids, make no mistake, this is an operation with larger goals and objectives. They're convinced that if they scream loud enough and make utter nuisances of themselves, they can somehow force American authorities to kick out Prince Harry, and that Harry will come back to them, come back to the UK media, and stay in the UK permanently, forever. My family, that's what in their minds they have told themselves. Some people already are believing it, that is going to happen. My family, even articles are being written right now claiming that, my family, Prince Harry will come back, he'll return and stay in the UK permanently, my family. Already they believe it. And they're hoping that this case enables them to be able to get Harry back by force, to get Harry away from his wife and kids, my family, because clearly that has always been the goal, to split Harry from Meghan, my family, to split a father from his biracial wife and kids. That's always been the goal of the UK media for a long time, for years now, my family. And my family, they have failed for years to split Harry from Meghan. And my family, they'll fail right now. They won't succeed. My family. And so my family, that is the plan of the media. That somehow they can work with the system in a way which ensures that a helpless Harry has nowhere to live except the UK. My family. And speaking of this is the latest exclusive from Daily Fail. My family. And I quote, Prince Harry could be denied entry to the US by any border guard who has read his admission of drug taking in Spare, claim legal experts. My family, one thing about Daily Fail's legal experts is that they always lose in court, my family. Because every time Harry takes Daily Mail in court, my family, just ask Daily Mail what happens. They end up paying compensation to Harry and also Meghan. Don't forget, they lost a case to Meghan. Despite William assisting Daily Mail in court, they still lost to Meghan. And they had to pay millions in compensation for illegally publishing Meghan's letter. My family, that's something Daily Mail will never forget. Ever, 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 my family. Now, my family, so here is what they've also been saying, my family. That border officials could, not will, could grill Harry on the admissions if he failed to declare it on his visa application form. That's what they're saying. They are trying to get Harry, deported, for border officials to grill Harry. That's what they want, my family. So they can be able to get Harry back. My family, they won't succeed. My family, now here is what they're saying. That clearly shows that when Harry comes to the UK next week, UK media want to keep him there by force. My family, just kindly hear this. It means Prince Harry could be stopped from returning to the US next month after his trip to London, as he sues Mirror Group newspapers over allegations of phone hacking. So my family, once Harry comes next week, they want to keep him there by force. They don't want him to leave. And they're giving ideas to border officials on how they can grill him and keep him in the UK by force. My family, this will not work, my family. This just won't work. And once again, you are learning the evil plots of the UK media against Harry, my family, and Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet, my family, because this attempt at forcefully keeping Harry in the UK, my family, is not just an attack on Harry. It's also an attack on Meghan, Harry's gorgeous wife. It's also an attack towards, at Lilibet and Archie, my family, who need their father by their side. My family, Archie, Lilibet need their father. And UK media that make so much money off of causing pain and suffering to others, they want to cause suffering and pain, not just to Harry, but also to Archie, Lilibet, and Meghan, by forcefully keeping someone they think is their property, belongs to them, my family. Because make no mistake, with how UK media speak of Harry, my family, they are hooked and they're obsessed. They really believe that Harry is their property. Just a few days ago, I saw this carnival of so-called expert, Paul Burrell, ex-butler of Diana, going on TV to say, Meghan stole our prince. I'm like, is something wrong with you? Are you sick? Meghan is Harry's wife. You bullied, you abused her, you said she should go back to America, my family. And you thought in your minds that somehow she'd go there alone, without a husband. That's what you thought. Well, clearly, you are wrong. Because Harry loves his wife and Harry left with his wife. Stop blaming Meghan for your evil actions towards her, that she was fed up with, that she left to protect her mental health, her peace, to thrive elsewhere, not survive in the UK and put up with abuse. Stop blaming Meghan for Harry's rejection of you. Harry chose Meghan. He has never chosen liars like Paul Burrell, my family. My family, even from Harry's memoir, Harry said that person made his blood boil. But still, they go on TV. Meghan stole our prince. Meghan stole our prince. It's sickening. It's sickening, my family. It's sickening. They need to learn to accept rejection. They need to learn to accept rejection. And the people have a choice, have a right to decide who they want around them. And clearly, Harry does not want any carnival of so-called expert around him or around his wife and kids, my family. Now, my family, so here is what is also being said, that these revelations come after it emerged that the US government will appear in a federal court next Tuesday to answer questions regarding Harry's visa application after Harry admitted taking cocaine, cannabis, and magic mushrooms years ago, back when he was a teenager, my family, in a cycle that is also toxic to anyone's mental health. My family, around William and Charles, also were definitely not good people to Harry. Charles, someone who sold his own son to the UK media to get good press for himself. William, my family, who is known to be violent, my family, from what Harry said in his memoir about William. My family. And my family, with people like that around you, my family, clearly, it had a huge bad effect on Harry. And no wonder he took drugs, my family, to try and hide his pain for what he went through, my family, and just forget about, the toxic family that he was a part of, my family, even for just 5 minutes, my family. But now things have changed. Harry is a grown man with a wife and kids, my family, and he does not take drugs. He has lived in the US for 3 long years right now. 3 years. His kids have spent more time in the US than they ever have in the UK. And that's how it will continue to be, my family. And they'll have daddy with them. Daddy and mommy with them in the US at their home in California, Montecito, my family. Now, my family, so someone called by Daily Mail, called Raymond G. LaHood, an immigration lawyer at Norris Glolin, said that Harry could be barred from re-entering the US if he came up against the wrong border guard. A custom and border protection officer would not be able to quiz Harry on his previous drug use if he had declared it at the time of his visa application, since a decision would already have been made to issue a waiver. It is not known whether Harry declared this, my family. And guess what? Harry already clearly was truthful in his application, my family. But what UK media are trying to do, my family, is to be intrusive in Harry's life, to be able to get something to write about Harry and Meghan, to be able to intrude on Harry and Meghan's privacy. My family, no, 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 and no. They must be called out for what they're doing right now, my family. This Mr. LaHood said that every time he comes into the US, he is supposed to go through Customs and Border Protection, CBP. Any person will be asked those questions and will be turned away if there's a clear record of drug use that has not previously been declared. That if I'm a customs agent, I have the right to answer whatever questions I want. If he has violated that law, any law with regard to drug use, that's grounds to be turned away. My family, guess what? Harry has not violated any law. Prince Harry has never been arrested on possession of drugs. Never. There is no drug conviction on Harry for taking drugs. My family. So guess what? You can't forcefully keep him a prisoner in that gilded cage in the UK and get him back to the royal fold, my family. Put him back into that gilded cage, my family. No, 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 and no. That ain't gonna happen. My family. They are not gonna get Harry back into that gilded cage, a toxic cage, my family, whereby members of the royal family leak stories about each other to the press, where William physically assaults Harry, and Harry can't say anything because he's under, William's palace. He's living in Kensington Palace at Nottingham Cottage, my family. Harry was silent, my family, and so was Meghan in the UK. They could not respond to attacks on them. My family, Harry will never go back to that life. A life of a prisoner. My family. Now, Mr. Lahoud added that he thought it was unlikely to happen, even if Harry had not declared his drug taking, because he was not a normal citizen. Well, guess what? My family, Harry is a prince, as I've always said, my family. And they can't forcefully keep Harry in the UK, even if that's what they want. They can't force him to be there. My family. You know, UK media, their mindset is that somehow they think that Harry will come back to engage with them, to speak to them, to speak to people who have been abusive towards his wife and kids. Somehow that's what they think is going to happen. It's not going to happen. Even right now, in court, Harry wants to take them down. Harry, in his memoir, said he wants to put the carnival of so-called experts in jail. And those carnival of so-called experts are the ones who are like trying to beg, CBP, Custom and Border Protection officers to keep Harry in the UK, not to allow him entry into the US. My family, have they no self-respect for themselves, my family? Just when will they accept Harry's rejection of them? That Harry wants nothing to do with the racist and bigoted tabloid. My family, they caused Harry's mother to suffer. They've caused Harry's wife to suffer. They've gone after Harry's kids. In the first episode of the Harry and Meghan documentary, Harry says hate was being stirred up against my wife and son. What did even Archie do? Archie could not even speak at the time. He was so young. And still, UK media went after him. And somehow they think that Harry will engage with the Rota, will do interviews with Camilla Tomin is a liar. It won't happen. Just a few days ago, I showed you a clip, my family, on GB News, whereby you had Dan Houghton and some other carnival or so-called experts saying that, oh look, I wish Harry knew how much his mother worked with the media. My family, they are saying that because they want Harry to work with them. They are showing their cards. Harry, they are begging Harry, work with us, work with the media, work with the media. Don't sue the media, work with them, work with them. Work with people who have shown you no respect. Work with people who have abused your wife. When are they going to learn? Harry is not that type of person. When? Because it's high time somebody tells the tabloids, Harry ain't that type of person. My family, as a matter of fact, in Harry's memoir spare, Harry complains to the royal family, to Charles and courtiers, of how he would see members of the royal family whining and dining with people who have abused Harry and Meghan. And then those people think that somehow Harry is going to have a meetup with the media, with the tabloids that have been abusive towards his wife, and somehow work out something with them. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. They should focus on the taxpayer earning royals they have in the UK and leave Harry and Meghan alone. My family. Now, my family, Mr. Lahoud, agreed with this right-wing foundation, my family, and surprisingly, my family, that Harry was given special treatment because he is Prince Harry. My family, welcome to the world we live in today. And that ain't something to mourn about. It's the world we live in. And Harry is a good man with a good heart, who's only ever have been surrounded with people who have never been good to him until he met Meghan. Harry in his life has been surrounded by toxicity. Harry in his life has been surrounded by people who are toxic to him. Charles, William, who leaked stories about him to the press. That has been Harry's life until he made Meghan someone he fell in love with, my family. Who loved Harry? My family. And Harry said to Tom Bradby, for the first time in his life, he's actually happy. With an amazing wife, with 2 amazing kids for the first time in his life. But clearly, UK media can't accept that. They can't accept that somehow this smear campaign that they've had towards Harry and Meghan all these years, my family. Despite that, Harry and Meghan are happy. They can't accept that. Well, my family, when you choose love in your life, when you fight for your love, no one on the outside, not UK media, no Prince William, not Charles, will ever be able to destroy Harry and Meghan's marriage. My family, they won't. And my family, here is what Kaiser said about this, story from Daily Fail. Kaiser said that if he's doing so much work in all of these stories, this foundation heritage, their lawsuit, and this legal expert so-called commentary are all based on the idea that Harry was not truthful on his visa. No one has evidence of Harry lying on his visa. No one even knows what information Harry provided on his visa. The entire argument hinges on if Harry lied. And my family, it's so embarrassing. The Mail, Telegraph, and Heritage, they're all just so pathetic, my family. They want to destroy Harry so badly, my family, that even right now, they are trying to even get border agents to not allow Harry re-entry into the US. So they can have Harry back in the UK. Keep him there permanently. My family, it's not gonna happen. It just ain't gonna happen. And next week, they, the media, will understand exactly why Harry is there. My family. He's there to take down people who are criminals, who have engaged in unlawful gathering of information. My family, and I'm hoping Piers Morgan is the first one who will fall, who shall fall. I'm really, really hoping, my family. Everything that's happening right now, my family, this attempt at getting Harry deported, is trying to distract from a very important case going on. Just next week, in court, Harry will testify. And my family, the world, will pay attention to Harry's witness testimony. And clearly, UK media are afraid of what Harry will say. My family. And one can never forget, Prince Harry is married to an American. And he has American children. He has a business in America. A foundation he founded in America. My family. So my family, getting him deported is not gonna be easy. He has residence in California. A house, a home, he pays a mortgage for. So my family, getting him deported won't be a walk in the park for the UK media. And this right-wing foundation being used by the UK media, Heritage Foundation, my family. And my family, there is something also that the US government said while fighting this right-wing foundation's bid to get Harry deported. Here is what the US government has said, my family. I believe this is important. First, here is what they're saying. A public figure does not by virtue of their status forfeit all rights or privacy. A concept UK media understand fully well, but they don't respect. Because make no mistake, UK media do understand what privacy means. However, they don't respect it. My family, they don't respect the human rights that people have. My family, here is what was also said by the US government to protect Harry's privacy and Harry's immigration records. Here is what they said, and I quote: without Prince Harry's an individual's consent, this is Harry, or an overriding public interest, even to acknowledge the existence of potential custom and border protection travel, inspection, or violation records pertaining to an individual will constitute a clearly unwarranted invasion of personal privacy pursuant to Exemption 6, and could reasonably be expected to constitute an unwarranted invasion of personal privacy. My family, the US government is saying once again that this right-wing foundation heritage, has not provided consent from Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, or an overriding public interest in any potential Prince Harry's custom border protection records. Therefore, custom and border protections can neither confirm nor deny the existence of the requested records. I love how the US government is protecting Harry's visa. My family, I love it. I love it. I love how they're protecting Harry's, immigration application. I love it. I love it so much. My family. And Harry, this is what being protected is like, It's something that Harry has never experienced in his life. Because all his life, he has been sold out by Prince William and Charles, so they can get good press for themselves. So they can have the media back off of focusing on them and feed Harry and Meghan to the wolves. My family, now Harry is being protected by the US government, and my family, I love it. I love it 100%, my family. I love the response from the US government, my family. I love the response, my family. And my family, now tell me what you think about, what we just discussed, my family. I'd like to hear your opinion, my family, please. They must leave Harry and Meghan alone. They must leave Harry and Meghan alone, my family. And my family, tell me your thoughts about what we just discussed, my family. Kindly, I'd like to please hear your opinion, my family. And with that and so much more, stay tuned on this video. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, Lipetana, and Dora Lagland, my family. My family, may God protect Harry, Meghan, Archie, Lipetana, and Dora Lagland, my family. And my family, US border agents are not going to stop Harry from re-entering the US. My family, they won't. Harry will go back to his wife and kids where he belongs, by the side of people who love him and those people who Harry truly loves, his family, his wife and kids, my family. My family. And with that and so much more, stay tuned on this video. Love you always and forever. He never wins, love wins. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, Lipetana, and Dora Lagland. And stay tuned on this video. Love you always and forever. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.